Hello and welcome to the Appalachian Avengers YouTube channel. I'm Harpo and here we have Goten, and we're going to do a top 5 of features we would like to see added into Minecraft. And starting us off at number 10, Goten, take it away.
Alright, so the way we split this up is we both chose 5 things that we want to see either added or reworked. And my number 5, we're gonna go my number 5, then Harpo's, then back and forth until we get through them all.
Yeah,
my number 5 is gonna be
easier.
new hostile mobs, because they haven't really added too many. I mean, we had all the stuff for the woodland man, but that's not really anything major. And we just kind of put them in a cage. The most recent added mob is obviously the pillagers and the ravager for the village update. And this is kind of our example of that. Like, stuff like the raid. I mean, I feel like they should add more events like the raid and mobs to go along with it, of course, just to add more like challenge to the game. Cause there's not really a whole lot of challenging stuff. I mean, you have the wither and the Slithless can kind of be challenging, I guess, and the Nether Dragon. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot of challenging stuff to the game. So I just think they should add more hostile mobs. And I think it would just add something to the game and more stuff like raids. I do like raids. So if you want to move to your number 5.
Coming into my number 5, overall number 9, and that's going to be just decoration blocks. Cause if we fly into my this modern mansion I built here for the purposes of this video, you fly around. There's not really like any new decoration tricks other than the lectern that like we haven't been using since day one. Really, the only really new things in here other than the lectern would be that these empty bookcases here are looms, by the way. They're the size of looms, if you're wondering what that is. But for the most part, like, there's barrels, I guess, but, like, there's nothing. It's not really a decoration. It's just a different type of chest. Like, we don't really have a good way to make shelves. Like, this carpet stairway has been the same since forever. Like, there's not really, like, we don't really have any extra, like, different types of things to hang on walls other than just paintings and item frames. Like, there's not really much to do in terms of decoration. Like, you can throw flowers and leaves around, but this is all stuff that's been in the game since pretty much the start. It's not much you can do decoration wise that hasn't already been done. If we could like maybe have some more types of decorations, like maybe more of a table block, or maybe just something different to make everything more lively and just feel more real and homey, I think it could really boost a lot of players' builds. And Goten, if you want to take it into your number 4.
Okay, so mine kind of falls in line with your number 4, and it's just more, I guess, building materials in general. I just think I mean, we have Prismarine here, which was out a while ago. It's one of the more recent ones, so ignore that. It's just our example. On my awful platform, I just want to point out he built a mansion, I built a platform. That tells you how much effort I put into this. But anyway, I just think more building materials would help just enhance builds. I mean, there's a lot of selection obviously here in the creative menu. I can scroll over. There's a lot of stuff. Obviously you can't see this, but where you have
I'm going through it. It's fine.
Yeah. There's a lot of materials, there's a lot of options, but it's just most of them have been there for so long, so you've seen the majority of stuff you can do with them. I just think they need to.
A lot of them are just.
Yeah, and a lot of them are just like wools and terracotta and concrete and all that. It's just modeled colors. That's why it takes up so much space. I think they should just need to add more variety. I think it would just help the game overall, shake things up a little bit. Just new material. It's just my number 4, just new building material. We need to shake up the game a bit more. But if we want to move to your number 4,
now if we're talking about shaking up the game with new things, I want a new ore. Now it's not gonna be something like, oh, it's just gonna be better than diamond or something that's in between iron and diamond. No, I want something that's like, you find it's as rare as maybe it could be as rare as diamond, but it gives the protection of like iron armor, but it gives a potion effect. Like how if you had a turtle shell helmet, it gives the protection of an iron helmet, but it gives you 10 seconds of water breathing when you go underwater. Something more stuff like that, where maybe we just have an entire ore that's like kind of more mythical, more magical, that's not like diamonds, not like iron, and it's just there to be an alternative rather than everyone just running around in enchanted diamond gear.
Could also use and maybe new texture. considering.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Five of these are the exact
Literally
same, just
recoloring.
color swap. But like it could be have a new ore texture. It could have all sorts of different wacky effects. Like maybe it mines super duper fast. Maybe like it mines faster than gold, but it breaks quickly. Or maybe it mines slowly. Like maybe it mines as slow as a stone pickaxe would mine stone on any block, but it never breaks, so you don't have to worry about getting mending or unbreaking on that pickaxe. And with enchants it just become what a normal diamond pickaxe would be, something that's just provides it so you have swapability, so it's not just like, oh, you need to find just diamonds. Make it so there's a lot more variety to Minecraft, a lot more variety to what you see in PvP. And now if we want to move over to Goten's number 3.
Speaking of shaking things up, we might as well stay on that trend. I feel like a new dimension, and yes, this is pretty much just an Nether portal, except glass panes, because you can't actually light a Nether portal because it doesn't exist in without mods. But that's just the example we have here. I feel like a new dimension or dimensions, if they want to go that
Oh,
far.
I feel like we should point out what the
really-
Aether is. The Aether is it's like one of the original big Minecraft mods that added a
Oh
new
yeah,
dimension. For those of you who are not
pretty
in the
much
know.
the
Okay,
opposite of
continue on,
another.
Goten.
But I feel like just having another dimension or multiple dimensions, if they wanted to go crazy, could just shake up things. It could add more building materials, like we said, add new mobs. It could add a ton of things like just come along with it. Be a total package. I feel like a dimension update could completely change the game. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Aether, obviously, but more dimensions could definitely, just shake up the game completely. And I would love to see it. It's one thing I've been loving to see, or would love to see, for the past couple of updates, but we just haven't had it. So, but if you want to go on to your number 3, feel free.
Now, fun thing with my number 3, you're asking for new dimensions. I'm asking them to rework the Nether. Because the Nether, let's be honest, is boring. You go there a few times, you go there once to get your blaze rods, your wither skulls, quartz and glowstone, and then you only ever go back there to travel, to one place to another real quickly, because if you don't know, one block in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, so it's an easy way to just travel around quickly. But there's not really much point to doing that if it's all the same. Like the Nether, you use it 2 times for 2 different things, just 2 different things: getting resources for just different random like glowstone or whatever, and then make potion stands, and that's it, and then you just never go back. Like, I can't tell you how many survival worlds I have in Nether portal. I make a small little base around my Nether portal so it doesn't get blown up, and then I just never go back to the Nether. You can ask Goten in one of our private survival worlds that we have in Minecraft. I built multiple Nether portal locations, just I never used them except for travel. And that's why I think maybe they could add, because we know the Wandering Trader's been to the Nether based on trades that he has, so maybe add like Nether villages or like Nether mine shafts, or even better, rework the Nether fortress, because it's kind of just a big square tube structure. That's all it is,
Yeah.
Well, like, you could even do something like how they do with it, like, end cities. Like, you can leave the Nether the same, just add something in there, something extra, just to make it more lively. And now, if we want to move over to your number 2, Golden.
Okay. Well, this is one that I obviously isn't as major, but I feel like it would just add some more, just fun to the game, maybe some relatability. New pets. I feel like obviously we have the wolves, as you see here. There's cats, there's parrots, and there's one more I can't remember off the top of my head. How about a little help? I think there's
Cats,
one more.
parrots, wolves.
There's one more. Oh,
Technically,
horses. Duh. I'm stupid.
well, yeah, I was gonna say, technically, if you're playing Java, foxes are in the game, and they're technically tameable, kind of, but not really.
Well, we're talking about Bedrock. We should specify
yeah,
we're on
it's
Bedrock
just a
Edition,
disclaimer.
obviously.
Oh yeah,
But
it's just a disclaimer
so we
I
have
had to make.
4, counting horses. I feel like adding just a couple more. Obviously, we will probably eventually get foxes, and they'll probably be technically tameable. But I feel like just more would add more relatability possibly, or just some people may enjoy have more pets, more variety. One thing I always thought would be a funny thing to see is the ability to either tame slash ride turtles. I would find that hilarious. And I feel like it'd just be a fun
Or
thing to add to the game.
or maybe, you know, if Mojang wants to be like, oh, you can't ride turtles, maybe just make it so we can tame dolphins. You
Oh
know,
yeah, that could
because
always
they
be a fun one. Like, there's a lot of options they have, and it's just all possible, but they just haven't really dove into this specific part of the game that much. And I feel like it could honestly add a lot to the game with such a little thing. But that's just me. That's my thoughts on it. So if you want to move
Well,
on, feel free.
moving on to my number 2, it's gonna be new light sources. Cause think about it, you start a new survival realm, and what are you pretty much your, not even realm, just a new survival world. What are your 2 choices for light sources, like in the early game? Campfires and torches, which neither of them look great for most builds. Torches can look fine, but they really need to be accented and helped out a lot. And campfires, the smoke here really makes it so they're only useful for fireplaces. And then, like, you know, there's other light sources, but they're either too expensive to be considered for the early game, like lanterns, because a lantern is 8 iron nuggets and a torch, which is pretty much just an iron ingot you're throwing away in the beginning of the game because you want a different looking torch. It's not practical. And then other types of light sources we really have is just glowstone, redstone lanterns, end rods, and sea lanterns, which sea lanterns have this blue tint, so they don't this like sea green blue tint, so they don't work with most builds unless you hide them. End rods are incredibly expensive in survival, considering you have to both beat the Ender Dragon and find the end city, and end cities, they don't usually have that many end rods. Like, they don't have enough for you to, you know, make an entire big build using end rods. And then redstone lamps are really expensive. You're requiring a way to power them. And then, I mean, glowstone, it's in the Nether, and it's one of the few reasons you go to the Nether. But, like, let's be honest, that not many people use glowstone anymore. Mainly because everyone's kind of like bored of the Nether for the most part, as I've seen through other people's Let's Plays and just talking to personal friends. And now, going, if we want to move over to your number 1.
Okay, this is the one I've probably have the most feeling about. We need a combat rework, or at least more added to the combat. So we have the smithing and fletching table added, and they literally have no use. Pressing LT does nothing. I mean, you can break them. That's about it. There's literally no use for them. So I feel like you should give them a use. And what I was thinking could be, especially for the fletching table, I feel like there could be. I feel like this would be interesting to have different ranged bows. Like, you obviously have the base bow, which can shoot however long, however far. I feel like it'd be cool if you could use the fletching table to maybe either make it a bigger bow, you know, add range, or whatever the case may be, or maybe
So
have a
like,
shorter range bow with more damage,
and like,
or
yeah, and like the longer range bow would have more damage at that longer range, but as it got closer, that would drop off, and then a normal bow would just kind of be just your normal Minecraft bow.
And the other thing I was thinking, aside from, you know, obviously swords exist and the combat system is kind of basic, which it could add you some, you know, additional stuff, because all you really have is swords, tridents, and bows. But the other big thing I was thinking, which I guess you could use the smithing table for, is stronger and weaker shields, because obviously these shields, they're made of wood. I feel like it'd be cool if you can make use, you know, more stronger resources to either improve upon your shield or build stronger shields, possibly. I feel like it'd be interesting, and they could add an aspect to where either there's less recharge time between, you know, how quickly you can block, or maybe there's just tons of stuff they could do with it. Like, a diamond shield could reflect all damage. They could rework it to where a wooden shield, you'd still take some damage, but like it would be like minuscule compared to normal, or like a stone.
And maybe a wooden shield can't block a flame bow because it's wood, and it would just catch on fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That could be a fun thing.
I feel like, or just overall, it just add to the combat side of things, because they haven't really improved upon combat at all. We're being honest. I mean, they added
They,
crossbows, which is an interesting change for
they have,
bows.
the only really like
But
big things they've added since beta has been tridents, which aren't, everyone's like, oh, they're really useful. They're really not, because fun fact, everyone's like, oh, a loyalty trident's amazing. If you have a shield, if you just blocked a loyalty trident, it doesn't go back to the user. And an enchanted diamond sword does more damage than a trident.
yeah.
So
Also,
like a
we found this out
trident's
the hard
fun
way.
and all.
Even with a loyalty trident, don't. I wouldn't suggest using it in the end because you can still lose it if it falls into the void. So
Oh yeah, you can
it's
eat it into the
honestly
void.
not
It's fun, like, it's fine
like
to use, in places that it doesn't fall into the void, but like, anywhere it can, don't. It's a bad idea.
And shields are probably the other biggest change. But like even at the same time, it's nothing special.
And
If you
then
block a hit.
we have potion tipped arrows, which, let's be honest, no one really uses because they're kind of expensive to use.
Yeah, the only
You
one
know,
I see people possibly using are slowness arrows, but that's just because you get them from if you're in a snowy biome or
Ice
any
spike.
biome that involves snow. Yeah, you can get them
Now-
very easily, but that's it. So that's the combat
If we
system
wanna-
needs more variety. That's just my thoughts.
I'm gonna move on to my number 1 here, and luckily there's a cave here to demonstrate. I think we should have, hold on, let me grab a torch, a cave rework. Because if you, let's say, you start up your new survival world, right? You walk into a cave, you go down the cave, and look, this cave, okay, even though it's tiny, this cave here looks like literally every other cave you will ever see in a Minecraft world. It's just square, blocky, stone, andesite, like, same ores, like, every cave looks the exact same, and caves haven't been updated since Minecraft was in beta. That is years that caves haven't been touched for anything. Like, sure, they added the new stone types in there, but like that didn't really do anything. It's like, oh, there's just new types of stone that we have to worry about when mining instead of getting cobblestone. Whoop-de-doo, that does nothing. So what I think, they just need to be reworked, whether that's by adding what I think would be a fun feature of being cave biomes, where like it doesn't even have to correspond to the biome above it. Maybe you have an ice cave, where you can find like packed ice and stuff. Maybe you can find a desert cave where there's a lot of sandstone down there, but husk and stuff will spawn. Like biome specific mobs would spawn in these biome specific caves. Maybe there's a type of cave biome that, like, say you want polished you want polished granite here, right? Maybe you have to go to a specific cave biome to find granite. Maybe you have to go to a specific cave biome to find andesite. Just different reasons to keep exploring around the world, because nowadays you don't even have to, in a new Minecraft world, you don't even have to go to a cave. To prove my point, I'm gonna fly over here. I'm gonna just find the ocean real quick. I'm not sure if I can find one real quickly. Like, if we look around, it's not usually too hard to find if you actually spawn near an ocean. But there's multiple worlds where you don't even have to go underground once, because you can just find buried treasure. This is a very inbound lake, so we're not going to find anything, but like if you just spawn next to an ocean, you have no need to ever go underground. Because if you just continuously do buried treasure, they give you diamonds. So what's the point of going underground if that stuff just gives you diamonds? And if you can just, let's say you just get a wooden sword, you can kill some of the maybe some pillagers and stuff, which can drop iron armor. It's a likelihood that they will. Like, you have very few reasons to ever go underground, especially once you get set ones. You can go underground one time in a Minecraft world, get everything you'll need just to get yourself set up so you can go kill the ender dragon and start collecting the loot from the end cities, or you can go kill a bunch of pillagers and do a raid, or go find the woodland mansion, which just has a block of diamond in it if you get the right room. So it can have multiple blocks of diamond, making, like, it really also goes back over to the ore aspect, to where it'd be a great way to add new ores, add different type of looking ores for different types of cave biomes, add new mobs to go with the new cave biomes, add new decoration blocks. It all goes back into a cave update, which this game desperately needs, because no matter how you break it down, everyone ends up mining the same way in the end, where they just go down to elevation 12 and just strip mine for diamonds till they get as many as they need for whatever they want to do. For the most part, you go cave, you go spelunking, once or twice in a survival world before you're pretty much done. The only reason you go back down there is if you want to do massive projects, like maybe the only reason I could ever see me going back down in multiple survival worlds I have is if I want to build something like this super smelter here that I have set up in a survival world, which is a lot of iron, but like at the same time you can farm iron. There's so many ways to get around going underground. Mojang needs to add something to make the mining part of the game, which is the first syllable in the game of Minecraft, is mine, which is the least fleshed out feature in all of Minecraft, is going into caves and mining. They need to do something to caves, because I've been playing this game, I'll tell you guys, I've been playing this game for almost 10 years. Like, I've been playing this game for a long time, and the fact that caves have barely changed, and strats that I used back before you could even run still work today for mining is kinda sad. I'm not going to lie. The mining game has gotten stagnant, and it's why there's been times I've taken, like, before they added different modes and stuff, I took long hiatuses from Minecraft because there just wasn't anything to do in caves. And you want to do a survival world, back then you had to go in caves, and it just got boring. And then now there's other things that you just don't go in caves now. If you ever get bored of going to caves, you just don't have to. There's so much stuff that you can do to get everything you need that is not going into a cave. You have no reason to go into a cave. And it's an issue that Mojang desperately needs to fix, because it's a glaring issue to everything. Like, you watch you can even look at PewDiePie's stuff. I don't think he doesn't really go mining that much. Probably because
He really
it's
doesn't. Yeah.
It's incredibly boring. Like,
Yeah.
any modern Minecraft series, they cut out anything doing underground, doing the mine part of their game.
Yeah. Like Minecraft, if you watch obviously the Minecraft Into the Snow series, I tried to avoid mining on camera at all costs because it is straight up boring.
Because there's nothing. There's
done it that's probably about a couple hours, probably like 5 or 6 hours of content in that series so far. Maybe a half an hour is mining, because it's not fun to do. Unless I have something important to say, I'm not gonna mine during an episode. I'll do it off camera, or if I find something, sure, I might clip it in, but I'm not gonna sit there or make people watching our content sit there and watch me dig for an hour. It's just not fun.
It's not fun. Like, let's say, I'm starting. Like, let's say I start a new survival world. The first thing I would do, the way I play survival, and it's the reason why I haven't really done I probably won't do a Minecraft series, by myself until Mojang fixes caves. Is the first thing I do. You can ask Go in this, is I just go into a cave for a few days. Like, a few Minecraft days, I just go into a cave and I just keep mining. I'm looking for a cave to show you exactly what I do. I just walk up, cut down a few trees, get a crafting table, get some sticks, and I just go into a cave, and I just keep going down and down. I just do this. I don't come back up for literal days in Minecraft. I do not come back up. I just spend time down here till I can find some diamonds. I get my diamonds, I get all the iron I need, and then I leave, and then I don't go back. Everyone I've played Minecraft with can confirm this. I know multiple other people
Yeah.
that do this. Heck, some of you
I
guys
do it.
watching probably do this
I do.
yourself.
I do
Like,
it. I'm not. It's one of the first things
like
I
unless
do.
you spawn next to a bunch of desert temples and, you know, underwater ruins and stuff, like that's just what you do, and it's not fun to watch. It's bearable to play because like it can be fun at times, but like especially whenever you run out of natural cave to explore, at which can also you can just get bored of exploring natural caves because they all look the same. Like there's no point in any of it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten lost going spelunking because every cave looked exactly the same. A cave rework, where you add cave biomes would help alleviate this issue. Just Mojang, if somehow Mojang is watching this, you have to do something in the caves. Caves specifically. Like I know like this is supposed to be like a top 10 features that we want to see, but I wouldn't care if you decide to do if you decide to do none of the other features we said here today and just do caves. I would wholeheartedly support that, and I would be ecstatic just with the idea that I can actually have a fun world where I can just go mining, maybe do some stuff where I just don't come out from underground for a while. It could be fun. But instead, we're stuck with this samey looking caves because I can fly literally anywhere on this map, dig straight down, and each and every cave looks exactly the same. Just a bunch of stone. There's nothing special about a single one of them. And that's our top 10 features for what we'd like to see put into Minecraft. If there's something that you think we left out, leave a comment down below. If you think something we said is stupid, leave a comment about that down below. We can have a friendly discussion about it.
Yeah, and if you want to see any other like top 5 or 10 videos, it doesn't even have to be Minecraft. If it's a game we'll play, we can do it. These are fun to do. It's fun to put together. And it's fun to talk about, fun to start discussions. So.
And if you want like any tutorials for anything, like you see that we've built here, like that super smelter over there, or just like this grow here, or just anything that we've built in this world that you can see in the background, leave a comment that down below. I'm sure one of us can help with that. I will say, if you're asking me for a tutorial on how to build this mansion, I'm not gonna do that because Gillen was here when I was building this. I was literally just throwing it together and just like, this looks fine.
Yeah. And it worked pretty well.
It worked out.
The purpose of this video. But
so
yeah. That's
if you
pretty much it. And
if you enjoyed the content, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you can be alerted when we upload our new videos. This is going up towards the end of the game week, right? Yeah, towards the end of the game week.
Yes, this will be as part of game week. So if you enjoyed this and want to check out other stuff.
If you're new here and don't know what the heck game week is, we're uploading a lot more than usual this week. Our usual schedule is just Wednesday, Friday. But this week it's just being 2 vids a day. So if you guys are enjoying game week, smash that like button. Also, don't forget to check out all the links in the description, and share this with your dog. Go and grab your dog or whatever pet you have and make them a YouTube account, sit them down and have them watch this video. And if your dad owns Microsoft, sit down Bill Gates and have him watch this video so he can see how to improve the game he spent billions of dollars buying. We've been your host, Harpo and Goten, and we bid you all